Hello, Randy Rain here, and once again, it's time for some vintage electromechanical draw poker from Radio Shack. Now, I've already done a video on this one. This may be the original one, I don't know. There is no date on any of these. This one, however, I would guess late 60s, early 70s. That would be my guess. From the box and the way it looks and everything, and the shape of it as well. This would have been the more modern version, and these are both made by a company in Japan called Waco, which is not what I think of when I think of Waco. And I think it's a strange name for a Japanese company. Then again, there was a Japanese company called Alps as well. And may still exist for all I know. Now, these are the exact same games, it's just this one is newer, so let's have a look at it. Printed in Japan for Radio Shack. So there's no date on this one, but it has a barcode. So what year did a barcode first appear? The evolution of technology. Look at that. Went from this big bulky thing that you had to carry around to play draw poker. Look at that. Isn't that silly? To the more modern one. The poker game that fits in the palm of your hand, small enough to take along wherever you go. And once again, I don't see any screws whatsoever. Wonder how you get into this thing. Well, I did not like the screws. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, I can take that. Yeah, it's got like a plastic film now. Let's take this off. Here's what's rattling around right here, whatever these broken pieces are. It's a dark brown, so it had to come off of here. So far, I don't see anything broken. Using the old rubber gear like Tommy. I think that was supposed to be there, and it came off. Yeah, that's gotta be right. Something else is broke right there. Oh, that came from right there. Wow. I'm gonna use this stuff right here. This stuff works really well. The problem is it takes forever to dry and cure. Now, I don't see this thing cracked. It doesn't feel cracked. I actually don't see it cracked. I'm just going to leave it. And let that cure just like that. This little rubber one set in here. That looks all fine. Look, it's got these little nubs here and everything. So one of the wires comes and touches all of these, and then there's another piece here. And when these get pushed out like this, now they're touching, which would make the motor turn on. And as you do this, you're disconnecting them. And then finally, they're all disconnected, which would turn the motor off. Let's pull this back out. Yeah, these are the crimped ones. These are hard to get apart. I don't even mess with these. I just take some grease and shove it down in there. Mash it in there. I'll take some oil with that grease and oil in there. That'll work. Okay. I did notice that these are in parallel and not in series. That's not really a good thing. Not without a diode. So I was about to demonstrate how this thing works, and I was getting the footage, and all of a sudden it just stops working. And I have no earthly idea what's going on. So I take it back apart, and I kind of fiddle with it. I try this little rubber piece at the end. Maybe it needs to be pushed over. I don't know. Trying different things. And I couldn't get it, so I decided to take the whole thing apart and started looking inside the spinning part here. Little rubber things that has these little flanges. And what has happened is this rubber has become plastic, and it's become hard. It's no longer pushing out on there, so there's not getting the friction to turn it. And so I came up with the idea of just sticking my fingernail underneath this flange, then using my heat pin and heating it up a little bit so that it just flanges out a little more. And I only did it to one side, and that seems to give it enough friction to work. So that was the modern version of the draw poker from Waco. You ready to see it in action? Well, here we go. This will be old versus new. Start with the new. Yeah, ace high. Ooh, that's even worse. Queen high. Wow. That's a terrible hand all the way around. Let's try again. There we go. Got a pair of twos and a pair of jacks. All right, you're not beating that. This old one's not beating that. Come on, let's see what you got. Shot. Got a pair of twos. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff, hit the subscribe button. I want to thank these people here. These are the people bringing you the draw poker from Waco. And I want to thank them oh so very much, because I couldn't do any of this stuff without them. And if you'd like to help out and become a patron, there's perks and all that. So go check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching the draw pokers from Radio Shack.